It's been a long time since I've done a vlog, a long time, and a lot has changed since that very first post of mine back in 2015. So much has changed. The red pill is now mainstream and has morphed into so many different groups, factions, sub-factions, spin-offs, whatever you want to call it. Passport bros being one of them. It's just really interesting. What's different now is that my boys are no longer young boys. They're going to become men, essentially high schoolers, where they're now fully aware, much more than they were 8 years ago, about the world men inhabit. I think they may have picked up more from observation, particularly observing me, interactions with my wife and other women, versus anything that they may have read or seen. I do know that the media, particularly film and news, has influenced them more than anything else because that's what they're exposed to. Social media as well. I do notice between then and now that young girls their age, going to be young women, are a lot more masculine, a lot more than they were 8 years ago. Right now, for me, I think there are other content producers saying things I would have said, but illustrating in a way much better than I would have done or what I would have cared to do. And I will usually, when I see something that comes up, retweet it. It's not retweet it. Share it, really. Otherwise, share it or reference it on Twitter, which is now the app formerly known as Twitter, but that's another post, another vlog, if you will. Anyway, I'm more concerned, being the other side of 50, with legacy in raising these young boys to men so that they're prepared for the world that's out there. I've already communicated to them that marriage isn't what it used to be. They should learn from my example, both good and ill, and act accordingly. To be very careful because there are a lot of traps waiting for them if they cannot be disciplined and self-controlled. And additionally, I've been adding the idea that there are other places than the U.S. where they were primarily born and raised that they may seek their fortune, and it behooves them to explore other cities, states, countries, hemispheres, to essentially go their own way in their own way, which has nothing to do with women, really. That may be a subset, but it's really an approach to life. One of the individuals I stumbled upon during the pandemic was Andrew Hendrickson, otherwise known as Nomad Capitalist, and he has a moniker, "Go where you're treated best." And that, to me, is the essence of what I have incorporated, particularly post-pandemic, and what I'm endearing to my children, sons and daughters, to really go where they're treated best. Of course, that's going to mean different things for the males versus the females, but the premise is very much clear, because I don't see how this era ends well in the direction that it's going. This isn't all doom and gloom and black pill, but there are some clear things in the world that are very different than even 8 to 10 years ago. And so the tools required to survive them will be vastly different.